Okay, I was about to show you what would happen if I dragged a circle through the points. So I'll make it a nice color. If I drag a circle from the center of rotation to point B, it should also go through B prime. And it does. We can see that it's rotated 90 degrees counterclockwise from B. Now if I change this circle, and I make it smaller so that it goes through, oh, I just need a whole new circle. If I change the circle so that it goes through point A, it should also pass through A prime, which it does. You can see we've turned 90 degrees. And then, last but not least, if I take my circle and I drag it to point C, C and C prime should both be on there, and we can see it's turned 90 degrees. What do I mean by we can see it's turned 90 degrees? Well, if I draw a radius to a point C and I draw a radius to point C prime, that looks like a right angle, right? Which would be 90 degrees, right? It's a pretty sharp turn. Okay, let's take a look at number 5. Determine the transformation that has occurred from the coordinates. So what we're going to want to do, we're going to look at the coordinates and see if we can tell what rule has been applied. So this would be my x comma y. X comma y. And now that's just not really that readable. Okay, let's try that again. X comma y. So now when I look at A prime, I can definitely see that they've changed the order. So it is y comma x. And looking at these two, the 1 has the same sign, but the 7's become negative. So it went from xy to negative yx, and that rule is the 90 degrees counterclockwise rule. So let's take a look at B and C. B is negative 2, 5, and it becomes 5, 2. So once again, remember, this is your xy. And I'm looking at this. I can definitely see the order's changed. So it has become y comma x. Now this time, my original y value became my x value, but its sign stayed the same. And it was the x value that has a new sign. So this is y negative x. Y negative x is the rule for 270 degrees counterclockwise, or 90 degrees clockwise. If we look at C, negative 2, negative 3 became positive 2, positive 3. The signs are the only thing that changed. The order didn't change. So that's 180 degrees. Let's take a look at A and B and see if we can determine what transformation occurred. Okay, so this one, let me draw a circle in here. I'm going to draw a circle that goes through A and A prime. And let's take a look. The center of rotation is the origin, so if I draw a radius from A to the origin, and then from the origin to A prime, that definitely looks like it's gone 90 degrees in the clockwise direction, which would be the same as 270 degrees in the counterclockwise direction. So that's a visual way to tell. We don't have to do it that way. A great way is to compare the coordinates. So the coordinate for A is 1, 3. And the coordinate for A prime is 3, negative 1. So just kind of like we did here earlier, what's the rule? Well, they've changed the order, and which one has had the sign change? X did. So XY became Y negative X. And that is our rule for 270 degrees counterclockwise. Okay, let's take a look at this next one. We're going to compare the coordinates. A is the point, -6, +2. And A prime is the point, 2, +6. So what happened? The order definitely changed, and this one changed from -6 to +6. So xy became y, comma, -x. That is our rule for 270 degrees counterclockwise. All right, so if I were to take a look at that, whoops. It's centered at the origin. There we go. So if I talk about, if I'm looking at B going to B prime, here's my point. I've gone 270 degrees counterclockwise. All right, that is it for rotations. These rules are really important to refer to and to memorize. Let's see. Where did the rules go? There they are. These rules are super important. All right. And so give the practice page a try and let me know what questions you're having.